Yo, I'll tell you what I want, what I really, really want. So tell me what you want, what you really, really want. I'll tell you what I want, what I really, really want. So tell me what you want, what you really, really want. I wanna really, really, really wanna say just say
Oh my God, we're back again.
So this is a Creality Falcon 2. Just got yesterday. A little disappointed because when you see the YouTubers that get these systems online or whatever it is free from the supplier, they included that honeycomb bed that goes under here. This one did not include that at all. So a little disappointed about that part of it. So let's try a file out here I made for my wife. So I don't know if this will work or not, but first try, first shot. Let's see what happens here. I'm also using just cardboard. It did come with 2 pieces of the stuff here. So what this file is actually it creates a QR code that person can just scan, and it gives us the access to our Wi-Fi internet in the house. The settings very low because it's just cardboard, like I said, so I'm only at 10% power until the end, and then it's supposed to cut. Like I said, it's the first time I've run Lightburn and the first time that I'm using this, so I'm not sure how well it's going to work, but we'll see. Don't know what this flashing light is either, so I'll have to check out that, what's going on there. It doesn't look that clear, but like I said, it's my first attempt at it. Probably settings are probably wrong on it. I do like the way the cabling goes, very neat. And if you try to do this inside of a home, right now I'm just inside my garage. But if you try to do this inside the home, I don't think you'd be able to do it just because of the smoke, and I don't know if you can see the smoke coming off that or not. And the fumes are very strong that way. I think it's almost done. I told the settings not to use the fan or the blower. Comes with a cool little air assist with it. And I told the program not to use it, but it's still using it, so obviously, once again, like I said, I'm not very confident in it. I'm not doing the right settings on it. I would like to know what that flashing red button means, though, or that button. I usually put these guys on my drone and fly them down the neighborhood. Kids get a kick out of it. Here it is cutting, I think. I don't think it's going to cut through though. We shall soon see. Oh, did work. Huh. Okay, next. Okay, so that seems to work. Yeah, not that clear though, but like I said, the settings I have probably aren't correct for this. Might try darkening it a bit. I'll try one more time and run it faster and see what happens. So, a new piece of Amazon packaging, cardboard. I don't know what's going on now with all these lights going off. I've changed the settings now to 15 cutting and 10,000 speed, so we'll see what happens there. And let's just try it. So the framing option works nice, gives you an idea of basically where it's going to be going around at. Then when you're pretty confident in it, you just hit start. Please make sure you wear these things. glasses. Hit start. Away we go again. Oh, I see smoke coming up really quickly, so we have to see. Maybe I got the settings really wrong now. We'll see. I'll let it go. Okay, I'm going to stop this because obviously it looks like it's too hot. Okay. Maybe on this will increase the speed part of it. I'll let it go, screw it. See what happens. Still chipping away at this. Looks a bit darker, especially the main part of it. Take a look at the end. Other features it's got a quick stop on it. Hit that stop and stop immediately. It's got a key access, which is good if you've got kids around here. There's no screen though, so you have to use a computer. Well, in saying that, that's not true. You can put a USB to give you a little, comes with it here. Little micro SD card that you can copy your file onto, you stick it into the slot here, and then you print directly from that. The only downfall in that I see so far is you can only put one file at a time because it doesn't know what to execute, right? So, and as I said, this is the first time using this Lightburn program. It doesn't seem like a huge learning curve, but something that you have to consider that you'd have to learn to actually run this machine. I think there's another program too you can run, but as far as MacBook, which I always run, you have to use Lightburn from what I see so far. And it's a paid, I think it's a paid subscription on it too. I think it's $83 a year, so I'm on a month. You get a month free trial, so I'll try it for a month and see what happens. Yeah, it's definitely too strong now, my settings, because now it's burning into the cardboard here, so I'm at the cardboard. I'm at 15% power, and I was at 10. I'm at 15, but I bumped up the speed, so I figured it would compensate for it, but obviously I'm wrong again. See how the G and it starts to burn right through too, so. Not a very good setting for this one, I guess, for cardboard. I'm being cheap because I should be using the little pallets they give you. They give you two of those in a package, so. This part it does no problem, that's cutting actually through it. Definitely a lot of smoke though. You do not want to do this inside a home, I don't think, unless you got an exhaust system going out. It will stink. Or maybe it's not as bad on work. So once again, yeah, a bit better, but you can actually see through it, see? So obviously, screwed up again and it's just burning through it, so it's too high a setting for that. Back to the drawing board on that one. Okay, it won't be so cheap. I'll try it on an actual piece of wood this time. I'm sure the settings are going to be wrong, but let's see what happens. The setup is really easy. You put your gauge underneath where it tells you to. You go down and you just tighten the two screws on the right hand side. Pull this out and you're ready to go. So once again, like I said, I'm just guessing. This is 1/2 inch plywood. So I put the settings at, I jumped the speed up to 12,000, 12,000, 12,000 and put it at 20%. And on the final cut, I put 20 at 100%. So let's see what happens with this one. Once again, we'll frame it. Obviously not. What happened there? Let's home it. Okay, now we'll try framing it and see what happens. That's better. Yeah, then we're going to move it because of this stupid knot in the board. Frame. One more time. Just make sure it all fits on. Okay. You guys are probably getting sick of this, seeing this one, but let's see what happens. Now, I don't think you're supposed to be using the air while doing engraving. I'll have to look into that more. But to turn this one off or turn it down here, they've got a little volume or up and down for air. If you can hear it or not. I think you're supposed to have it off during the engraving process. So looks like a Christmas tree going off now. I don't know, because I think the one means the air assist on the left-hand side. The front one flashing, I'm not sure. Like I said, I should be looking into it, I guess, but after only 3 or 2 cardboards and this, there shouldn't be anything wrong, I don't think, but I'll check the manual. And lots of smoke without the air assist on. I don't know if you guys can see it on the camera or not. Like I said, these settings are all just guessing. I know a couple of YouTubers have actually templates out there where they can look at the burning, how it does on certain woods. I just haven't spent any time doing it. I just wanted to see how easy it was to just fluff it and go. So just for me just screwing around, I just have some Amazon boxes that I just cut up and went from there. It's my Rad Power bike that I carry my 2 dogs around in. Great bike, great carrier. So this is what I'm curious about. This will be the first time trying to cut through something, so like I said, it's just a guess. It's got it 100%. I got it at 20 speed, I think. Yeah, 20 speed. I told it to go around a few times, so let's see what happens and let's see if it actually works. I'm not 100% sure, but so it's pretty thick stuff, I think. But comes with a little manual too. Oh, okay. Lots of smoke now at 100%. Round 2. Round 3. Well, it might not cut all the way through because you're on the template it's got. You're supposed to set it up like this lower one for cutting around. But like I said, I set it for the top one here for engraving, so I'm not sure whether it's going to cut through or not. Like I said, it's just a test. So. like it's going through in some spots, but not, so it's probably not level the plate or anything like that. So it's just on this old workbench, and I got a couple, if they would have sent me the riser that's supposed to be advertised with it, I'd have been all set, but. Yeah, I don't think it's going to do it. Maybe I'm going too fast. Yeah, so that didn't do it, I don't think. Let's take a gander, see if it went through at all. So that's it on the outside. Yeah, so nothing. So did not cut that. Now I'm curious, will it cut actual... Okay, let me check this, change the settings, and just cut this board to see if it actually cut it at the proper settings. Okay, so setting it to the lowest, or what it's supposed to be for actually cutting. Put the gauge under there, tighten your wax up again. And we'll frame it. All I did was draw a line. So we'll frame it. Make sure it so that's not going to work. Okay, so I think that's just going to cut it. That one more time. Just a foot more. Okay. So I've got this at 100%, and I've got it to speed at 13.3. And I told it to do 6 passes. So let's see if that cuts. Good way to burn a hole in the table. So melt the self, make sure the steel is underneath everything before you start the project. Put the steel in there just before you go on board and everything underneath it. So. I don't know if it's going to cut this either. Now I've got both blinking lights. So that didn't cut. I got a beep, don't know what that is. Okay, so that didn't do diddly squat really. Didn't go through at all. I'm going to try slowing it down and try it one more time. Okay, so I'm going to try it now at speed of 7 at 100%. I got every light in the Christmas tree going on now. It says fire and lens and air. Okay, frame it one more time, make sure. Lots of smoke again. I think we could have a problem cutting this thing a little. I have to read up on this one. I don't think it's cutting through. I don't know if that's the last cut or not, or if it's going to be, no, this is the final cut. That's 6 cuts, so I would have thought that it would have been. Looks like some spots are going through. Well, it's got something to do with that blinking light, but I don't have settings right on it. Yeah, no, it never went through. No. I could break it, I guess, but let's just see. Okay, so maybe if I would have went another 1 pass, 2 passes, it would have gone through. So I'll have to check why these lights are flashing. Maybe that's got a big deal with it. So that's it for this video. So far, sort of impressed with Creality. This is the first one I've ever had, so I'm not sure everything about it. So I'll have to read up more and fine tune it a bit and see what happens. Take care.